Welcome to Global Banking and Finance Review Awards. Global Banking and Finance Review is a leading brand name in the world of finance and banking. Their awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes that are prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. Today we are pleased to offer 2 awards to Kanrich Finance Limited. With over 43 years history in the Sri Lankan financial sector, Kanrich offers a unique and tailor-made product to its valued clientele. The company offers deposits, savings, leasing, hire purchase, loan and real estate products. The company's head office is located in Colombo and it operates another 7 full-scale branches with over 1,000 employees and a customer base in excess of 200,000 across Sri Lanka. Global Banking and Finance Review is pleased to present 2 awards for excellence: Best Microfinance Service Provider Sri Lanka 2014 and Fastest Growing and Emerging Finance Company Sri Lanka 2014. In London to receive the awards, Don Shiran Iranga Wirasange, Chief Executive Officer of Kanrich. And Sela Hanadij Piasari, who's the chairman. Well, Ms. Basari, welcome to London and congratulations on winning the awards from Global Banking and Finance Review.
Thank you for inviting us to London and awarding this valuable award. Thank you.
Well, it's excellent. Can we ask you a little bit now more about the services that you provide at your bank? And I know that you've been, since 1971, providing those services and financial products to meet the needs of your clients. And it's been very, very successful. Tell me a little bit about the history and how it all came about.
Yeah, I'll explain in brief. The Kanrich Finance was incorporated in 1971 as a finance company. It's a registered finance company. But till 2008-9, the company's operations are very limited. It was a very small company. In 2010, the new management started negotiating with the previous owners, and finally we took over the control of the company in July 2010. And from that point, we are managing that company for the last maybe 4 years.
Okay. What kind of challenges have you seen in that time?
Yeah, when we took over the company, we had many problems, like the capital adequacy. We didn't have much capital to expand the operations, so that became a challenge, and we'll have to comply with the governance and the central bank compliance. So we worked hard initially to find initial capital, and we had 2 successful share issues, and we found capital mainly from the outside sources, and with that actually we started gradually expanding the operations.
In recent times, I know you've been very successful indeed. What do you attribute to that success, would you say?
Yeah, in 2011, when we were preparing our corporate plan, we thought, if we are to continue with the conventional financial product, we may not succeed. The market is very competitive. There are more than 50 players in the market. So we were a small company. We know that if we are going to compete with these major players and the bank, we can't compete. So when we are preparing the corporate plan, we thought we should either diversify. We should go to another market. We found a very good blue ocean, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
That is the microfinance. Microfinance, that is normally done by the non-financial sector organizations like NGOs and all that. We thought we will enter into the microfinance area, and while promoting while assisting the low income group people, we thought our company also can gain something. That is the secret actually, that in 2011 we took a decision to divert our operation from the conventional business to the non-conventional business. That is the secret actually. With that, actually we had a very nice, challenging team with a nice CEO. the person doing the general operations of the company, and we recruited talented people from various other places and started operations.
And microfinance, which is something I wanted to come on to you about, because I know that it's very important within the rural communities within Sri Lanka. Tell me a bit more about how that works and how effective it's been.
It's a concept actually originally developed in Bangladesh, and subsequently most of the companies, most of the others also copied into other countries. So Sri Lanka also, we have copied the same concept, but with some certain changes and all that to suit the Sri Lankan economy, and because Sri Lankan economy compared to the Bangladesh is a little higher level. So the same concept that concept we adopted. Basically, our field officers will have to visit the villages and meet the people and make them into groups, and we are assisting only the women, not the gents. The ladies are the recipient, and we make them group of 5 people, ladies, and they provide us the interest guarantee, and they'll have to find some sort of business avenues, a little business, small. It may be a grocery store, it may be a retail sales, or it may be a agricultural project. We are not not much going detail into this area. If we go into detail like banking sector, we may not be able to lend at all. The banking sector will have to fill up various forms and securities and all that. This rural community, they can't provide the securities. They can't fill up the application forms. So we have taken out all these barriers, and then we lend to the people based on the trust of the rural people. It's a very successful operation. Loans are starting from say 25,000 rupees, small amounts. So the repayable within a 1 year period. Weekly we will have to collect. Actually, they need to come to the bank. Our officers and our field officers will visit every week and meet them and collect the installment and find their problems and all that, assist them for their marketing and various other activities. So the scheme became a successful operation. As I told you, we started a pilot project in 2011, but 2013 we have been doing it large scale. Originally we started in one area, but subsequently we expanded into entire country, excluding the northern area. At the moment we have about over 40 centers and more than 250,000 clients.
So it has been hugely successful.
Yeah.
And I think you've explained a little bit about some of the changes that have happened since 2011. How do you see it going forward, the whole microfinance plan?
Yeah, we actually, as I told you earlier also, we did not concentrate on the conventional business like leasing and hire purchase. Leasing market totally collapsed during the last 2-3 years because the vehicle imports restricted, prices went up, and the other business area, the gold market, gold prices came down drastically. So most of the banks who lend on gold suffered heavily. So we thought of, luckily we took a decision to, deviate from the conventional product and go to the other areas. So that worked, the no securities, nothing, but people keep on paying, and our recovery rate still for the last, even now, the 2015, our recovery rate is less than 2%. Whereas the finance company sector, leasing sector, the recovery rate is about 7%. So I am thinking that we took a wise decision in 2011 to go away from the conventional products.
Well, thank you. Let's look perhaps at some of the other services that you provide outside of microfinance. Tell us more about those.
Yeah, in end of 2014, early 2015, we revised our corporate plan, where we thought, we will, diversify our asset portfolio. Otherwise, our assets are mainly on microfinance. That is, not good for the stability. So we identified the conventional products like leasing, hire purchase, and all that. So we thought of, moving into that area. But that area is, the rather risky area when you look at the figures of the financial markets. In the leasing market, in the NPL ratio is about 7%, whereas the microfinance area, the NPL ratio is about 2%. There the recovery is over 99%. So the we are actually rather reluctant from moving from the microfinance into the leasing area, conventional products. But still we have an option because we'll have to diversify our asset portfolio, and we thought this year we'll start the leasing, hire purchase, and the mortgage loans and corporate loans and all that. Yeah.
So you're branching out a little bit there. Looking ahead to the coming months, how do you see other developments and plans for your service developing?
Yeah, everything based on the corporate plan. The corporate plan has been decided, approved by the board, and we go ahead with the one objective is to diversify the asset portfolio, and it may be bringing the cost. The liability side will bring our cost down, and basically we are trying to further stabilize the company while still already the company is making profits, and we don't have any problems at all, but we want to stabilize. When some things happen in the market, the financial sector, some problems we'll have to face. So that is the objective now, and to make the company more stabilized during the next years.
So stabilization is the watchword then, really. Yes. Well, it's been most interesting talking to you today, and thank you so much for coming to London and talking to us about your services.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.